वी वॉच मिशन इम्पॉसिबल, सो हम जानते हैं कि इंग्लैंड की है, CIA अमेरिका की है, ISI पाकिस्तान की है। ऐसे हम बाकियों के बारे में जानते हैं। हिंदुस्तान की जब बारी आती है कन्फ्यूजन हो जाती है। लाइक आई वाज टेलिंग समबडी द रीज़न ऑफ starting action hero films was to work with talent that I've always noticed, I've always watched, but haven't been given a chance. For me, it was more important that लोग कराटे कंग फू की बात करना बंद कर दें कि मैंने कराटे सीखा है, कंग फू सीखा है, जिu-jitsu सीखा है. For me, it was imperative that people know what Kalari fight is. I was awarded the Jackie Chan award, and when they called me on stage and say Vidyut Jammwal Kalari fight, I felt very proud. I think a person has to have a lot of strength to bother me. So I haven't seen that strength so much in people. I'm trained. I train every day just to fight. I was recently traveling somewhere and it was not in our country, and there was a group of people I encountered and we were almost about to have a fight. And I had to tell them that, listen, मैं सच बोल रहा हूँ. This is what I do for a living. It's not one of the days I will fight with you. I do this every day.
If you have to form an Indian fight club, which 3 actors would you take?
अरे मैं अकेले संभाल लूँगा सबको, जो मर्जी. कोई फाइट क्लब की जरूरत नहीं. One man army. I will make everybody look good. I will give them so much love and respect that they will feel happy and they'll look good.
The first time I met my next guest, he had told me something special that has stayed with me for all these months, because it was just a few months ago. He has told me that he would be waiting for a conversation because he gets a vibe that I would be a good conversationalist. So it's a little pressure on me as well to sustain this conversation in that way. And before I say anything further, I have to say, like, who could rock a Kangol head like he is doing right now? So let's join me as I welcome Vidyut Jammwal to Bollywood Bubble. So firstly, Vidyut, Kangol head, the look, amazing. I have to start by saying that I remember I was at the poster launch of the film, and you had asked this question to the media that how many of you know what IB is? Because you know the agencies that are FBI, there are CBI, you know these organizations, but IB is something that is never spoken about. So when you kind of portray an organization like this that has rarely been spoken about in the cinematic world, it is an opportunity because you are kind of bringing something new. But does it add a little bit of responsibility as well? Because you can't go wrong. This is the first time. And you have to be quite sure about what you are going to portray.
Like you said, like इंटेलिजेंस ब्यूरो का जिक्र बहुत कम होता है. लाइक वी नो दैट वी वॉच मिशन इम्पॉसिबल, सो हम जानते हैं कि इंग्लैंड की है, CIA अमेरिका की है, ISI पाकिस्तान की है. ऐसे हम बाकियों के बारे में जानते हैं. हिंदुस्तान की जब बारी आती है कन्फ्यूजन हो जाती है. लाइक विच इज़ द सीक्रेट सर्विस, इज इट दिस. सो इंटेलिजेंस ब्यूरो पे फिल्म बनाना बहुत ज़रूरी था, जस्ट टू let people know that there is a clan of people who strive diligently to save and protect the country, who we are not aware of. ये वो लोग नहीं है जो फेमस होने के लिए नौकरी करते हैं. They are not the ones who want to be seen, want to be known. They are the secret service, the authentic, one of the best in the world. So we had to make a movie on them.
Yeah, it was needed to be told, because when you said this during the launch, I was also kind of first time I got to know about it. I read about it, and that's when I got to know that there is so much even we don't know. And this is something people need to. And this story has been with you for a long time.
जी.
And when was the first time you got to know about it? And for you as well, was it like you did not know about what Intelligence Bureau was all about before that?
No, my father was in the Indian forces. I've got my relatives who've been serving the nation for a long time. I'm a little aware of all this. I'm very much aware of it. I know the sacrifice they do. And I was just chatting with somebody that these are the people who really do not want to come in the front. Like, people ask me that, are you making the movie so that people know about them? People need to know about this organization, that there are people we are training, they're still working secretly, serving the nation. So I did know about it.
And when we talk about this film now, so did the film kind of made you turn a producer? Or when you decided to turn a producer, this was the film that came to your mind first? Which way around?
You know, everything falls in place. Once you decide, then the rest follows. And this is what happened with this. The seed came to me, I was ready to produce. We needed to decide who the director would be. That was the most imperative thing. So we found Sankalp and he said yes, and that was the beginning of it. Rest, everything was flowing.
Has your mind become more analytical after you have turned producer?
Mine was always analytical, always. So nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed. Now just the numbers have come into equation a little bit more, I guess.
No, you like now you can do a lot more things that you could not as an actor. Like I was telling somebody, the reason of starting action hero films was to work with talent that I've always noticed, I've always watched, but haven't been given a chance. When we were casting for the 30 agents, the criteria was that we cast actors who've been sitting in the wings. National School of Drama has so much talent, but we see very few people getting the recognition. So we called the casting director and we said that first call all the NSDNs who haven't been called for auditions for a while. Let's call all the actors that we've watched on cinema and have been missing. Let's call the technicians, let's call the editors, the cameramen, everybody. So the amalgamation of all this talent, the way we shot the movie, the amount of fun we had, everybody was passionate. Everybody was giving the 200%. So this was how it is.
So I can say that action hero films is a place to nurture new people who have not yet maybe given that chance or maybe that exposure yet.
An action hero film is for people who believe they have talent and they believe that there is no hope. And the majority is very high. I'm also one of them. But then you will find light. You will find people who believe in you.
Yeah.
And you will find so many of them. And then you will find everybody believes in you. So I think we are those people who believe that there's talent we should nurture.
Yeah, and since the name is action hero films, like I feel you have embraced the tag of being an action hero. Whereas there are a lot of people who kind of run away from being stereotyped or maybe typecast in one genre. You have embraced it from the starting. Did it ever came to your mind that maybe if I go ahead with this only, people are gonna stop seeing you in other lights as well?
नहीं, मैं वैसे सोचता नहीं हूँ. Like I've been raised being told that action speaks louder than words.
And you took it literally.
अरे मैं मानता हूँ उस चीज़ में. सिर्फ I love you बोलने से फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. उस आदमी को एहसास होना चाहिए तुम उससे प्यार करते हो. That is the action. Word is just I love you, I love you, I love you. So action speaks louder than words. Action hero films had decided that we'll work with people who genuinely have talent. They could be from any part of the country, any part. So we're doing that.
Yeah, and I remember I had interviewed Farooq during Khuda Hafiz, and he had told me that people have seen Vidyut as an action hero. This film is gonna show that he's much more than that. He's an actor who can hold the drama. Do you feel that film kind of also helped you kind of get out of that zone and kind of show people the acting skills you possess?
You know, it's in the director's hand to get the best out of you, the way he sees it. In Khuda Hafiz, Farooq saw, because he spent some time with me, he saw that I have a very vulnerable side, which he sees. And he, while he was writing it, he was like, Vidyut, I want you to play a common man who doesn't know how to fight. Because I see the way you're with people, you behave like anybody else. So he saw it in me and I just let myself loose.
Yeah. But before that, did you ever feel that people were so focused on the action side of you that they forgot to kind of explore what other things or what other talents you had?
Not really, you know, like every time I meet a director, every time, they always tell me, Vidyut, we need to do something with you which has not been done by you.
Yeah.
So it's what everybody tells me and they try their best. So it's happening.
And I feel like you have made the action such amazingly appealing now that today whenever I speak to any actor, everyone says, we want to try action genre. And not just you, like you, Tiger, and there are so many people who have kind of pulled that genre ahead that today everyone wants to do it. And not just actors, today actresses are also, and there was a time when actresses and action was not considered in the same sentence. Today those timings are changing. When you see that revolution that has come about in the genre, do you feel a little sense of pride that you have been a part of it in some form?
When I came to Mumbai, my ambition was that I'm a martial artist and I do the Indian martial art Kalaripayat. I've been raised in an ashram learning the art. For me, it was more important that लोग karate kung fu की बात करना बंद कर दें कि मैंने karate सीखा है, kung fu सीखा है, jiu-jitsu सीखा है. For me, it was imperative that people know what Kalaripayat is. It is the mother of all martial arts. Every martial art, whether it's karate, kung fu, jiu-jitsu, Shaolin kung fu, has come out of Kalaripayat. It is the mother of all martial arts. So my aim was people know about it. I was awarded the Jackie Chan award, and when they called me on stage and say Vidyut Jammwal Kalaripayat, I felt very proud. So action genre has always been working. Action is the biggest genre. But for me, with action comes the martial art that we represent, India represents.
And the first two films you did, you were not the leading man in those. Both of them, you were the secondary character. Your third film, Commando, when it came, you became the leading face. I'm talking about the Hindi space. You became the leading face. To wait for that, how was that wait? Because the people have started seeing you as a secondary character, but then to decide that no, I'm going to take up leading space as well. How difficult was that to kind of take that call, and how easier it became when filmmakers kind of started approaching you that way?
I was not waiting. I was just doing what was coming my way. Waiting could be very boring and like draining. So if something came up to me and some work came up to me and I was like, I want to do this, I want to do this. I did not wait. I just kept working and I kept working and I kept working.
Yeah, and you became the face of a franchise after that. And that is something, I think it was one of the first, before that I think either it was Golmaal was the only franchise that we had.
In action we did not have
In action we did not have one, and after that we had many. So there also you were like a pioneer in that.
हो सकता है.
Yeah. हो सकता है नहीं है. I'm telling you, I am the person who kind of analyzes these things. I'm telling you, you have
You've
been
been trained well by your mentors.
Truly, I have been trained well by my mentors. They are very good. But you have made it without any backing from anyone there. And it's not talking about being the part of the industry or anything, but to become a face of a franchise today, or being the face of the action today, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of sacrifices. It takes a lot of courage and conviction to do that and to kind of hold yourself together through that journey. How has that been for you?
You know what really keeps it together is your friends, the people who believe in you. The number might be very less. वो 5 ही दोस्त होंगे या 2 दोस्त होंगे जो जिन्हें लगता है कि तुम बहुत सही कर सकते हो. I think that's what does it for everybody. You need to have people who are your friends. You don't need to know the influential or the important people. If you have a few deluded friends जिनको गलतफहमी है कि तुम कुछ कर सकते हो, उनको अपने आसपास रखो, you will be who you want to be. It's as simple as that. They will believe in you, they will support you till the time you make it.
Yeah, and it's very important to have those kind of support
only,
beside you when you are in any kind of a journey.
Anywhere, any job, you should have these people who like believe in you more than you believe in yourself.
Yeah, and I have noticed this about you, that you stay away from the hullabaloo of the media or the kind of that scrutiny that comes with it, and you come in it only when your project is under there. But when unnecessarily your personal lives get into the center of it, does it become a little annoying because you are not that kind of a person who kinds of indulges in that?
No, nothing annoys me. It doesn't bother me so much. Like, I think a person has to have a lot of strength to bother me. So I haven't seen that strength so much in people.
That's a literally very funny answer.
It's just the truth also.
Yeah, it's the truth, but it's very well put. And I think that you need that kind of inner strength when you are especially in an industry like this.
No, you just need to believe. Like I said, it's not this industry is amazing to start with. There is so many people who will come and help you, support you. You'll be surprised. When I hear people saying, oh, you know, there are these people who are in power, nothing. There are so many people who want to help you. They all want to work. They all want to look for the best of the craft that is there. So it's not as difficult as they made it to be.
It's not about the difficulty of like sustaining here. It's just about the scrutiny that comes with it.
Scrutiny to har jagah
because you are a
hoti hai.
public figure.
Like no, like you know, even if you're an athlete, you're always under scrutiny. Scrutiny. Everybody's watching you. Everybody's deciding. When Virat Kohli plays a match, I watch people watching it, telling him how to play. We all see that. So वो तो उसकी आदत हो जाती है. As an athlete, I've been fighting professionally in a ring. I'm used to people staring at me. I'm used to people giving me inputs of how I could have kicked, punched, but you're just there in the battlefield and doing your own thing.
Yeah, but like now that you have turned a producer, has your kind of sense of choosing scripts, what you want to tell as a producer as well as what you want to tell as an actor, has it kind of changed, or there is a similarity between those two, or is there an amalgamation that's going to happen?
You know what I'm really enjoying is spending every bit of the money in the movie, whether it's talent, like just put in everything. Like if somebody deserves a certain amount of money, you should give it to them. Don't negotiate with them. If you really think they're worth it, that's the reason you've got them on board. So if somebody needs that, give it to them. They'll be happy and they'll give it their 100%.
Yeah.
So एक formula simple है.
But I just feel like I want to see you in a comedy genre. That is my desire. I wanted to say
Your
this.
desire shall be fulfilled.
And I really feel that you will do very well in the comedy genre.
I think you've got
And
good taste in
since
comedy.
I mentioned comedy, we are going to play a fun segment
I am
with
so
you.
waiting to see your
and
fun
this
part.
is going to be a rapid fire.
Rapid could be very
Yeah.
rapid. Let's see it.
One thing about Vidyut that only very few people close to him know about.
One thing about me that very few people know about me. ये सब जानते हैं मेरे बारे में. मतलब मेरा क्या है कि जब वो नहीं जानते हैं तो बोलते हैं ये पागल है. So ये तो कर ही सकता होगा, ये सोचता ही ऐसा होगा. So I think everybody thinks they know everything about me, which might be right.
A Bollywood actor you think can give you a tough fight in the ring?
In the professional ring, there's chance ही नहीं है, कोई नहीं है सर. I'm trained. I train every day just to fight. I was recently traveling somewhere and it was not in our country, and there was a group of people I encountered, and we were almost about to have a fight. And I had to tell them that, listen, मैं सच बोल रहा हूँ. This is what I do for a living. It's not one of the days I will fight with you. I do this every day.
तुम अपना ही बुला रहे हो मौत का फतवा.
हाँ मतलब बताना पड़. Like it's important because I'm trained in doing this.
Yeah. If you had to do a 3-hero action film, which 2 other actors would you want
I would
to
like
paired up with?
Tarak, who's NTR Jr. He was my first hero when I was a bad guy. And then there's Ajith from the south of India. I love him.
Yeah.
They both would be great.
And you have worked with both of them.
Yes, I love them.
One thing that these actors have that you don't. Tiger Shroff.
He doesn't have a friend like me.
Okay.
I'm faithful, diligent, and 100% 100.
Akshay Kumar.
He doesn't have a younger actor like me who respects him so much.
Okay. John Abraham.
अभी दिमाग में नहीं आ रहा.
Ayushmann Khurrana.
He has a beautiful wife and beautiful kids. I don't.
Ranbir Kapoor.
He has a legacy. He has a family that he comes from. They've been at it, and I don't. But we will start now.
Akshay sir, Ajay sir, Suniel sir. Who is your favorite action hero?
ये तीनों अच्छे हैं. तीनों मेरे फेवरेट हैं. इनमें है नहीं. इसमें शाहरुख खान का भी नाम जोड़ दीजिए. मैं उनकी भी बहुत इज्जत करता हूँ. These guys are legendary in terms of action. They've given it all. They've inspired people like Tiger, me, Ranbir Singh.
Yeah.
They've made us believe that there can be action and the way they do it.
True. And these 3 people were who actually started together as action heroes.
उससे पहले धर्मेंद्र भी थे वैसे तो.
Yeah. No, I'm saying these 3 started as the action heroes, kind of. One thing that makes these young actresses stand out for you. Sara Ali Khan.
I think I just love her energy. What I like about her is the way she is with people. I love the way she smiles at them sincerely.
Yeah.
I really enjoy that part of her.
Okay. Janhvi.
I think I like the way she has a legacy to follow and she conducts it very well with great dignity. I love the way she is aware of who she is.
Okay. Ananya.
She's got a different style statement. She's class apart. I like the way she dresses up. I like the way she makes an effort. I like the way she's sincerely smiling at people. I like it.
Okay. Kriti.
Very hardworking. I haven't met her, but the way I see her perform, the way I see her conduct herself, the way I watch her interviews, you can tell that she's working very hard. She's giving it her best.
Okay. An actress that you have not yet worked with, but you'd love to romance her screen.
यार मैं ना ऐसा सोचता नहीं हूँ. मतलब मैं नहीं सोचता कि मुझे I would love to romance this one or love to work with him. I am here. Whoever loves to work with me, I am waiting.
But who you think you
I don't
would look
think-
good paired with?
I will make everybody look good. I will give them so much love and respect that they will feel happy and they'll look good.
If you have to form an Indian fight club, which 3 actors would you take?
अरे मैं अकेले संभाल लूँगा सबको. जो मर्जी. कोई फाइट क्लब की जरूरत नहीं. One man army.
A film franchise you want to be a part of that you are not yet.
I don't think like this. Like if something has already happened and it belongs to somebody else, why would I want to be a part of it? Let that person enjoy it. Let that person relish it. I will be a part of something else.
A genre you think you can do well in that you have not yet tried.
I think I can do comedy very well. I think I can do romance very well.
And we
I
saw a
can-
little bit of it in Khuda Hafiz, the romance.
I think I can be a ghost very well. डरा सकता हूँ.
Your favorite pan-India star of the moment?
नहीं मेरा थोड़ा constant है. मुझे अजीत बहुत अच्छे लगते हैं.
And lastly, way to Vidyut's heart is through.
Kindness.
But thank you so much, Vidyut, for giving me this time. I hope it was not a bad experience for you. It was a great time I had with you. Thank you so much for giving me this time. Wishing you lots and lots of luck for IB71 and everything you do in future. and hope you had a good time. Thank
I
you
had
so
a good
much.
time. I'll watch the edit and tell you how good was it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. This is Vidyut Jammwal and you're watching me on Bollywood Bubble. I'm gonna burst it soon.